Okay, this is a second film for the day, but I remembered I need to keep the bike stuff separate from the Riley stuff because of playlists. Just keeps it easier to remember where everything is. The bike is slowly going back together. I finished the seat mounting plates. On this camera you can see how those little captive plates work there, and I machined the threads off the end of the bolts so they hold the back of the seat in place. What else have I been doing? I started putting the cables back on. So this goes to the throttle, and this is the little joiner. So it goes from one cable from the throttle mechanism to two. One operates the slide and the carburetor, and the other one goes down into the clutch housing, and that operates the oil pump. So this has the automatic oiler, which definitely still works, so I'm going to keep using that. I'm trying to remember where all the hoses and the cables and the wiring all goes. I believe these kind of go up under the tank, sort of like that, which does pull them, if you can see what I'm doing, pull them up out of the way. Not sure where this one went. Sort of went in there somewhere like that. I may put that up under here, not sure. The handlebars are on, the front forks are on. What else do I need to do? Basically the main thing is still cleaning up the wheels. I just haven't got around to doing it yet. I keep squirting them with vat rust, which is definitely helping get some of the rust out of the spokes on the inside, but I'll try and get rid of as much of it as possible. I don't want to use phosphoric acid or anything like that, because one, it'll get in between the spokes and the spoke nipples and the rim, and the rims are alloy, so I don't really want to use acid on it in case it eats the alloy. The only other thing I've done is I did clear coat the petrol tank. Unfortunately I had a little bit of a disaster, which was I had everything nice and clean, and I'm using this wire and it sort of hung from the ceiling so I could get all around the tank to paint all of it at once, and unfortunately it moved a little bit and it chipped some of the black paint off this wire. It's galvanized wire, and little flakes of that black fell off as I was spraying and got into the clear coat. So there are little black specks in it, but that's okay. Again, it's kind of a beta bike. I just want it to be clean and tidy and working well. You know, somebody could fully restore it again later in the future. But for now, I just wanted a nice clear coat on there that is supposedly petrol proof, because it's pretty easy to spill petrol on top of the tank when you're filling it up. That was the 2K clear that came out of a rattle can. This was a test piece I did ages ago, so you can see the light. This didn't have clear coat on it, and I just checked to see if the petrol would take the paint off, and it does. So as a test, I've just sprayed some clear coat in the middle here, and I will test that once that's fully cured. Apparently it takes, I think it said 7 to 10 days for it to become chemically inert. I don't believe this stuff is isocyanate based. It says it's solvent based, but it does say it's a true clear coat, so it'll be interesting. Yeah, 2 component solvent and chemical resistant, 8 to 10 days. It is polishable, so I might be able to polish out some of the black marks, I'm not sure. Petrol, UV resistant. So, interesting. I think I've used about half a can just doing that fuel tank. I did it exactly how they said on the can. I did 3 coats. So that's where the bike is at the moment.